Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Enrich Bibutor from BSOVA courses. And for today's topic is we will be conducting about organizational environment and culture. So now, first is definition of what is organizational environment. Organizational environment as everything inside and outside of the company that affects how it works. Sinasabi po dito is kung paano naapektuhan ang company or saan to makaka-apekto sa ating part or sa employee ba or sa company man. Nasasabi po dito is yung mga decision making natin, problema, kahit saan man basta sa company siya. So, na-classified siya na dalawa, which mean yung external environment and internal environment. So, ang external environment daw is currently what is happening outside the company. So, it includes competitors, market condition, and also technology. So, those three are the external environment that affects company. So, let's now move on internal. Internal is what currently happening inside the company. So, mga nandito is yung office space, company policies, and employee relationship. The environment is the playing field. And next is what is organizational culture? And unlike sa environment, organizational culture is the personality and also has shared beliefs, values, attitude of shape that how people behave at work in environment is the field of the culture, the rules of the game, and the team spirit of it. So, sinasabi po dito is ang organizational culture is yung personality ng company natin. So, nagbibigay siya ng vibes o pagkatao ng company natin. So, di ko lang alam kung sa lahat, pero may mga company na ganyan talaga. So, why is so important? Why is so strong culture so important? A positive culture is a crucial because it's directly impact the company success and health. So, sinasabi po dito is yung culture na to is gano'n nakakaapekto sa atin. Sa mapa-health man or sa company success. So, ito na nga po yung sinasabi na key benefits. First of all, enhance employee engagement. When employees believe in the company mission and values, they are more motivated to be creative and committed to their work. So, nafe-feel nila dito yung sense of purpose nila, success, or something that give them an acknowledge. So, next is ma-improve yung employees' well-being is a supportive culture cares for employees is must need for mental man or physical health. So, by doing this, napapromote nila yung work balance nila, mapa-health man or physical, by promoting a balance and respect. So, using this is marireduce natin yung stress and also mapreprevent natin yung pagka-burnout natin as a person. Also, a shape brand identity. Yung company nga po is a work or face natin. Kasi sinishape dito yung company is for a great internal man builds or external na bibuild dito yung strong reputation. So, using this is ma-attract dito yung mga talentadong employees na pwedeng ma-recruits for upcoming future. Also, the trustworthy customer na laging umaano sa company na to. So, from that is masasabi mo na sa identity natin or reputation ng company is maganda talaga siya. So, nabubuo dun. And also is lastly, the boost innovation. Innovation is the change of don't change of new things. Be flexible. A culture that encourages trying new things is not afraid of failure. Allow employee to think creatively. So, this leads to a new idea solution that keeps the company competitive. Naengganyo sila masyado. Mas gusto nilang mag-try ng new things na di sila natatakot na pagalitan talaga sila kasi alam nila yung is mag-change nito sa kanila, so mas nabibigyan nilang maganda nilang solusyon kung sakaling mag-fail yung gawa nila. Oh. So wala silang takot sa sa pagkakamali.
At dako naman tayo sa key differences of organizational environment and organizational culture. Organizational environment and organizational culture are closely connected. They are distinct concepts that impact how a company functions. The organizational environment refers to the external environment and the internal factors influencing operations, while organizational culture focuses on shared values and behavior. At pag-usapan naman natin ang pagkakaiba ng organizational environment at organizational culture in terms of definition, focus, nature, components, impact, measurement, and examples. Definition. Organizational environment. The internal and external conditions influencing an organization's operations. Meanwhile, in organizational culture, the shared values, belief, and behavior that shape employee interactions. Focus. Organizational environment. The external factors like market trends, competitors, and regulations along with internal resources. Meanwhile, in organizational culture, internal aspects such as values, norms, traditions, and attitudes. Nature, organizational environment, dynamic and constantly changing based on external and internal influences. Meanwhile, in organizational culture, relatively stable but evolves slowly over time through leadership and practices. Components. Organizational environment includes physical workspace, policies, economic conditions, and technological resources. Meanwhile, in organizational culture, includes leadership, styles, communication, patterns, and organizational norms. Impact. Organizational environment directly affects operational efficiency and decision-making processes. Meanwhile, in organizational culture, it influences employees' morale, engagement, and team cohesion. Measurement. In organizational environment, it assesses through SWOT, analysis, market research, and performance metrics. Sa organizational culture naman, it evaluated through employees' feedback, culture assessment, and retention rates. At ang last naman ay example. Pagdating naman sa organizational environment, ay competitive industry requiring agility or a tech-driven environment demanding innovation. Meanwhile, in organizational culture, a collaborative culture fostering teamwork or an innovative culture encouraging experimentation.
So now we are going to talk about the external environment. So these are the forces and institutions outside the organization that potentially can affect the organization's performance. So this is basically the forces or factors outside the organization that is not controlled by the company, but they must deal with it because it affects the operations, opportunities, and risk of a company. So why these things important? So it represents potential opportunities like the new markets, and they must adapt their strategies to these uncontrollable changes to maintain operations and profitability. So now we're going to talk about the two categories of external environment, the macro environment and the micro environment. So when we say macro environment, this includes broad factors such as economic performance, demographic shifts, technological advancement, political changes, and social movements. So these are the broad or wide-ranging uncontrollable forces that affect businesses' operations. So there are a great variety of different things that they should consider. Like companies may have to adjust their marketing strategies as the population in the area grow or more diverse. So in this case, they must adapt to changes in the environment or in availability of the natural resources. So there are called PESTEL framework. These are the strategic tools for analyzing the external environment, identifying opportunities and threats. The P is for political. It's like government policies and tax policies. The, and E is for economic. It's for inflation, interest rates, exchange rates, and consumer spending power. S is for social-cultural. These are demographic shifts, cultural trends, lifestyle changes, and population shifts like aging, health consciousness, and such. And T for technological. This includes innovations, automations, research and development activities, and digital advancement. And lastly, E, environmental. This includes climate change, sustainability, resource availability. And for the last letter, it's legal. So, dito pumapasok yung laws and regulations that affects business operations. So, PESTEL framework help businesses to identify future opportunities and threats through environmental scanning. So now we are going to talk about the microenvironment. So microenvironment consists of immediate and external forces that directly impact a company's ability to operate and serve its customers, including customers, suppliers, competitors, intermediaries, and the public. So when we say microenvironment, this affects businesses' performance and decision making. So the microenvironment involves elements such as customers, suppliers, competitors, and the workforce. So why does customer involved in microenvironment? So customer is also known as the foundation of business. Companies must understand their needs or demands. Next one is the suppliers. Suppliers provide raw materials, equipment, and services that directly affect companies' ability to produce. Competitors, they compete for some customers, influencing market dynamics and strategy. The workforce, collective employees from entry levels to executive who use their skills and knowledge to achieve companies' goals like planning, recruitment, training, and such. And now we are going to talk about the external environment. External environment is a component of the business environment in which is composed of various elements present inside the organization that can affect or can be affected with the choices, activities, and decisions of the organization. So when we say external environment, these are the controllable forces they can directly manage and they can adjust to improve performance within the company, like culture, employees, management resources, or financial resources that significantly impact businesses, operations, performance, and ability to achieve their goals. So this can help businesses understand its strengths and weaknesses to adapt and succeed. So the factors influencing internal environments are the value system, like the shared beliefs, culture, attitudes, behaviors defining the workplace, their vision are the objectives they implies to aim of the company and the ways to reach those ends. So in conclusion, building and maintaining a strong organizational environment and culture is not just a goal. It's an ongoing journey that requires active effort and regular evaluation. A positive culture fosters employees' engagement, retention, and overall productivity, creating a workplace where individuals and teams thrive. Tools like employee engagement surveys play a vital role in understanding and improving your culture. And that's all. Thank you so much for listening.